friends, welcome back to my channel. In case you don't know me, my name is Fiona and I'm a visual artist. I specialize in bright, bold, colorful abstracts that spark joy. And on this channel, I take you with me on my artistic journey. So we work on projects in my studio, we go out to see art exhibits, I share art supplies with you, artist tips whenever I may have them. So just basically any art related content. And if that sounds like something you're into, please like and subscribe. It's one free click for you, but makes a big difference for my channel, and I would really appreciate it. So as you can see, I'm not in my studio. I am currently on an artist residency in France, and I had documented my first week here of getting settled in, starting projects, and just everything that has come along with this wonderful residency. So I will link that below, along with any other videos that I happen to make about my time here. So I'm currently, this is my accommodation. So it's a beautiful house. I do have another video with a tour, so yeah, that'll all be below. So anyway, today is day 9, and I'm kicking it off today by just heading down to the studio real quick to drop my things off. Gonna have some breakfast, and then we are going to a local church here, which is going to be really great because the project I've been personally working on during my time has been about sort of recognizing shapes and symbols, whether they're organic or non-organic, in the area and recreating that through my painting and overlaying my own mark making on that to sort of create my own meaning through my experience. So I'm very excited to go check out that church, but yeah, there's a few other things that are going to be happening this week, and I will try my best to take you guys along. I know sometimes they ask us to not have our phones or our cameras because it's a very immersive residency and they like you to be involved, they like you to socialize, and we all know if you have your phone out, you're not engaging with other people the way that you should. So, but in regards to that, I've so far had a wonderful first week. The cohort I'm here with several other artists. They're all amazing in their own right and just wonderful people. So I feel like I really lucked out. Like I ended up with a really amazing group of people here. But anyway, I could go on and on and on. I will also leave the details for the residency itself below. It's called Chateau D'Orquevaux, and you can check it out and get the details there. But for now, I am going to walk down and start my day. So let's go. You know, just beautiful right outside my window, my front door. Like everywhere you look here is just a moment. It's stunning. So it's a bit on the dreary side today. Oop. Big bugs everywhere, every time. So yeah, it's a little bit on the gray side today, but I don't think we're due rain till later. If you do this residency and come in March, you do get a mix of weather. So, I mean, we're gonna get up to 66, so it'll be warm, but then it's kind of rainy. Oh, hi neighbor. Bonjour. Ready to start your day? I'm vlogging my morning. Bonjour! What do you have in your hand? You have like pastry?
I do. I have most of a chocolate croissant that I'm going to hide in the studio so the cleaners don't know I'm hoarding croissants.
That's so real right now. How was your day? Did you go down to the metal shop?
Yesterday, yeah.
Good?
Yep.
Making good progress?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
I didn't go to the studio at all yesterday, so I'm gonna go today.
I put my head in there though. I looked at
You did? Oh.
Oh, yeah. Look.
Oh, yeah, I felt like I kept doing it in my sketchbook and I kept like flipping to like reference it. And I was like, okay, these need to come out so I can see them together. Yes. Yeah. Either.
come out and do some,
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
or I don't know, just sitting in my studio eating croissants.
No one would blame you. Oh, no. Oh, you lost your hat.
Merci beaucoup.
Pas de quoi.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Yeah. We'll see what happens, I guess. Right? Bonjour. So here I am back in my messy studio space. Let's take a quick look at what I've been working on, shall we? I also still have to get breakfast, but I think I'm good for another little bit. Also, honestly, they say breakfast is from like 8 to 10 or 8:30 to 10, but you can go into the kitchen and get stuff literally whenever you want. There's always food around. So if you do come on the residency, you are well fed. I will say that. Anyway, let's take a look at some of what I've been working on. So here's some of those symbols and shapes. And I have been working in sort of what I'm calling an oversized sketchbook. It might be a regular size sketchbook for some of you, but I tend to work a little bit smaller. So there's some like man-made ones. So like this is a shape I've been seeing quite a bit. So even on like, there's a concrete fence out here, it's there. It's on the side of the chateau as you're going into the foyer, like a lamp's attached to a shape like that. And I just thought it was very interesting. This is an organic shape and it's abstracted based on the plant that's outside my window here. This is from the ORQUEAUX crest that they have for the residency. This is off a rug that's in the foyer whenever you go into the chateau. It's funny because it's a man-made shape, but it looks very organic. This is from my studio mate, Allison's room. She sent me a photo of her mirror and she goes, I think this mirror is a really interesting shape. And honestly, there's a bunch of mirrors with this sort of shape around the chateau. So I appreciated her sending that to me. And it's kind of nice when people that I'm here with are sending me shapes because it feels like we're collaborating in a way. This is off of my dresser in my room, or I don't know what you would call it, like bureau, I guess. But it's like a large wooden closet. It's funny because it definitely looks like a cow. And there are animals here, although not cows. We have like goats and stuff. But it's like actually, since it's abstracted, it's actually like an acorn. And then it has like these geometric shapes that come off of it. And then it has this plant shape that goes down. That's once again, the plant shape is similar to this plant shape. So this sort of thing is reoccurring throughout, even though I picked this up from something organic and then this is man-made, they had similar shapes, at least to my abstract eye. So I thought that that was that's kind of what captured me about it initially. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the final thing, but that is an interesting point for me. This is a shape that is all over the place. It's all over the church. It's on this building. It's in the chateau as well, I believe. So it's everywhere. And I actually want to redo this one because I was having a bit of a rough afternoon when I worked on it. I was arguing with my medical insurance. It was a whole thing. Bottom line, I was not happy that day. So I kind of want to redo this because since it's such a prominent shape, I think I could do it better. And then this is ivy specific to this region because our house that we're staying in is called La Vigne, which I think means grapevines. You guys can correct me in the comments, but it's covered in ivy. A lot of the houses are here, but I noticed the ivy they have here is like it would normally be kind of shorter, but it's like really long and pointy. And I was talking to my other studio mate, Marion, about it, and she looked it up for me and said, yep, it's a specific type of, I guess, European species of ivy that they have here. So that's what week one's shapes are. And I think some are successful. I think some could be better. But I think the most striking thing to me was my color palette is quite muted. Because if you look at this and then like, this is what I normally do. Like quite bright. So I feel like we could bring in some of my more normal palette. And I think I got off to a funny start because really the color should have been swapped since this was about a plant and that was about something man-made. And then I just kind of continued down that train of like, I'm just using arbitrary colors. I guess the closest one is the ivy. I used a dark green that I liked, but yeah, like a phthalo green on that one. But yeah, I don't know. Lots and lots to think about and to ponder. So this is my wonderful desk, table, I should say, that I've been working at, and my beautiful, beautiful window overlooking the garden and the gatehouse. I always have mug and water collected here, and then people keep bringing me oranges and an apple because I keep saying how the fruit tastes amazing here. So anytime people come down to the studio, they're leaving me stuff. And since I wasn't here yesterday, I see that I have collected quite the collection. So we'll be eating some oranges today for sure. And then this was me trying to recreate that purple shape. But yeah, maybe I'll do another layer on it or try it again. I'm not sure. But I'm also trying to use brighter colors. So I was like trying out this yellow from COHORT. So COHORT is the brand I picked up when I was in London, and I'm quite enjoying them. I've been having a lot of fun playing with these oil pastels. I got these when I was in college and never used them. And I graduated in 2007. So if that gives you some sort of idea, it's like 20-year-old art materials. I haven't been so much into the soft pastels. I did it in some initial sketches. But with that said, folks that have been coming in to visit me, I have a wall here called the Leave Your Mark wall, and they've been using some of the materials. So we have like funky portraits, and I know like multiple people have drawn on this. Like I think this was done by Kristen and then Ashley layered on it. I did something on here and then Anna added to it. That might be Ashley's, some shapes there. This is by Cynthia. Jana did like a little shadow play on that one. Dane was in here for a while and she did several works, so this is one of them. And then this is another. She did a little type treatment. Ashley wrote a wonderful, wonderful poem, and this is actually something I want to tell you guys about. So what she does or sees herself as is a translator. So for a visual artist like me, who obviously is not great with words, I was trying to describe my project as best as I could as I'd been working on it. And she just came in and wrote a gorgeous, beautiful poem that just encapsulated the work so well. And this is something she does for a living. So if you're in need of like a poem written about a body of work or just help translating sort of what your visual language is into words, Ashley is your girl. So, but yeah, all these artists that I'm in the cohort with, I'll be tagging, and I will try to introduce you guys to throughout this. You probably saw them in my week 1 residency. But yeah, I hope to do like a little studio tour, or maybe we're doing it open studios at the end of this. Hopefully we can get some more proper introductions. Also quickly, this is like a little visual vocabulary that I did the other day just in charcoal. So there are some shapes here that could potentially work. Anyway, that is the studio. So it's just a very, very beautiful space, and I'm incredibly happy and grateful to be here. But anyway, I think we need to get some breakfast because no work's gonna happen if I don't have, my daily croissant or pain chocolat fuel. So let's go get fueled up. French press time.
Yeah. It's not obvious to use.
No, I mean, I've never used one.
It's like an iced coffee, but it's good.
Yeah, because it's how much milk I put in. You could zap it in the microwave.
That's all right.
I drink iced coffee most of the time, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my first drag show I ever went to, my parents took me to when I was like 8. And my parents were trying to see like river dance like in New York City. That was popular at the time in the 90s. But we couldn't get tickets. And so my dad saw that Dame Edna was on. And so we went to see Dame Edna. And I was just like from the start, like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. So funny, so entertaining. You know, it was good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, my mom occasionally will watch Drag Race with me now, but she really likes the British queens. So anytime we watch anything like All Stars or just regular like US Drag Race, she's like, the British queens are funny. Like she likes Bag of Chips. That's her favorite drag queen. Yeah, everyone in my family does. I'm the only one with an American accent. And it's funny because if you watch home videos of me from, you know, when I was like 4 and stuff, I have a Scottish accent, but they put me in the US school system and they said that they were like within 2 weeks I had an American accent.
Yeah.
But girls tend to assimilate if they're under age like 7 or something. Because my brother, he's only a year older than me and he has a mixed accent for sure. Like for me, they were like, you just like came home one day and you were just like, you just sounded the way you sounded. But then when my dad, when he used to try to imitate my accent, he would like almost make it sound Southern. And I'm like, Dad, it's not how all Americans sound.
No.
Yeah. And then I would try and imitate him back. And I'd be like, you're off your he-jet. That's no a real Doug.
When I was 12,
Yeah.
and my accent went so quick.
Yeah.
Everyone at school was like, say this.
Yeah.
This.
Yep.
Say this.
Yep.
Say this word, and you'd be like,
Uh-huh. Exactly. Yeah. No, it's true.
Weeks, you're like, no, I'm changing.
Yeah. It's true. It's very, very true. And I remember the first girl that came up to me in school was like, hi, I'm Lindsay. What's your name? And I was like, oh, hi, my name's Fiona. And then she screams and she goes, the Scottish girl speaks American, and went like running around to all the other kids. And I was like, at that point, I was like, okay.
Show me now.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just now.
It's like I remember it so clearly. And I was like in kindergarten, you know? It's crazy.
So embarrassing.
Maybe there's the vocabulary,
Yeah.
which even still, like there's a lot of words I say because I was raised in a Scottish household. And you know, like my ex-husband, like I would say stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna Hoover today," and he's like, "Hover," and I'm like, "Vacuum." Sorry, I'm going to vacuum, and I'll refer to like I won't say sidewalk. I usually say pavement.
Yeah.
And it just, and then I find I alternate between like I'll be like, "Oh, how have you been?" You know, and they're like, "You mean how have you been?"
Oh.
Like just little things like that.
Okay.
Like bean and bin, I kind of mix up sometimes. But it doesn't sound Scottish, so I think it just sounds odd to people. You know, and now that I'm living with my mom again, I think it's even probably intensified because I'm just around it all the time.
I thought it would be later in the evening, they were saying. Trying to figure out what else I want to do to this.
I'm getting somewhere with this now.
It's, yes, that's very well integrated. I like the
He's
composition.
gonna be relatively easy. The woman and the dog are ridiculous.
It can't be as ridiculous as the little sketches you've done.
Oh, well,
Like in a good way, ridiculous.
oh, I love the wall too. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's really coming together.
Yeah. I just really like your symbols.
Thank you.
Hi.
You want to look at setting up?
Yeah.
Okay. And move some of my shit for you. I mean, have a look and then tell me which wall, because anything can come down. Thanks. How's your day been going?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, good. Did some sketching, so it's good.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, it was such a weird time between that and then when the art store opened, and
Yep.
I needed to do that, and so now it's like gonna be lunch, and then
Yeah, and then
it'll be the afternoon.
yeah, everything just gets away from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Honestly, this wall's probably best, and then
Right, and then we
then
sit.
we can like put the lamp on the table, and
Yeah, and I have 2 of these lamps.
Yeah, I
So
think-
you can.
yeah. I mean, I don't really think there's another option unless we did it this way and put y'all there, and the light would come from the opposite direction from what I sketched, which is fine.
Would you
Not
want to do the
comfortable.
opposite of what you sketched?
No, not really, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna reference it. I can light y'all.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Hold on 2 seconds. I just need to move some
Well, I
things.
can also just leave this in here, and you don't have to do it right now. You're in a flow, so I can like. It won't take a long time to do it. It's cut exactly how it needs to be hung. So.
Hey Fiona,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna miss lunch again. I've got snacks down here that I can't eat.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna miss lunch.
Okay. That's fine.
It's just like here.
Yeah. I'm gonna pin these up anyway because I was like, I don't know why I did this. The paper's not gonna be anything at the end of the day because I'm gonna screen print these when I go back. So I'm like, the paper's just scrap paper.
Yeah.
But it was nice to see them all laid out. So
Well, we can leave this up if you want.
oh well, it's fine.
So we're gonna go get the staple gun and some string.
Okay. Wall's all yours.
Thank you, Mom. Yeah, the window placement in here is kind of hard. You know, like, if you did paint on the wall, it's like your shadow's right there.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I paint, you know, like this, so it works pretty
Yeah.
well. But yeah, I
can
imagine if I
imagine.
wanted to, then yeah. Although I don't know, on the sunnier days, it really ricochets, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, that wall would be good too. That one.
Yeah. I mean, if you're trying to do that,
Oh,
that's
no,
fine.
no, no. I'm just-
Oh, hello. Very early in here.
Yeah, she's getting her canvas set up for us.
Where do you keep yours?
Oh, they're in a stack there right now. I just took them down. Yeah, they were on the wall, but They came down.
kindly.
Yeah. Once she's set up, I'll probably put them on this side. Just tack them on the wall.
What are you gonna do on here? Is this
It's you.
It's gonna be for us.
oh my gosh, that's nice. Or is it just for certain people?
Well, it's all fabric, cotton and linen, you know.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
it's
So
not
sometimes
all-
I thought it was also
It's
like
not all.
paper.
I paint on wood and I paint on panels and stuff.
Wait, all yours are? Because I was like, I thought these were some paper.
Yeah, hers are paper, but like oil paint.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's how they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's hot press or cold press.
Yeah. It's like the
Yeah.
weight of it, the grain of it.
Yeah, the texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options.
There's a lot.
It's very overwhelming sometimes. I like forget to try new stuff because
Yeah, you get into what you
I
like.
like what I like. And
Yeah. That was this whole thing. I was like, okay, I'm going there. I'm gonna do stuff I don't normally do.
Right.
But, yeah. I used to do a lot of painting on something called colorate paper, which is like what graphic designers used like back in the day for like color compositions and stuff. And people really hate it because it bruises easily. But I liked it for what I was doing.
The colors are so beautiful.
The colors are, yeah, exactly.
Oh, did you started?
Yes, that's some of the ones I started. I was doing little desert horses and
So cute.
appreciated.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I think those should be alright. I can put them in that corner for you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Alright friends, I am heading up to the house. Gonna grab some stuff for lunch and then I'm gonna search in the art supplies to see if they have any other acrylic paint colors I would like to use. Marion gave me this cute little netted shopping bag to do so. As you can see, I am wearing a mask because someone has come down with COVID. I am really hoping I don't catch it, but the reality of it is we've all been here together, we've all been exposed, and one of the artists has been coughing quite freely, and I was around that person for long periods of time yesterday. They were sat next to me at breakfast and during the art talk, so it's not looking good for me, but we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. I'm gonna wear my mask when I go into the chateau just to try and do something. I don't know. It's that thing of like, all of us have already been exposed, so I don't even know if it's worthwhile, but we'll try. So anyway, they're okay, and they're not even staying in the chateau. They're down at one of the houses, and they are resting and recovering, and they have medication. Like, they took them to the doctor, and they're all set, so they should be okay. But yeah, hopefully won't get that. I brought Paxlovid with me just in case, so if I do come down with it, I'll be popping that. But for now, we're okay. We're just trying to be preventative. So yeah, if you see clips with me wearing the mask, that is why, but it might be futile. You never know. But yeah, for now I'm gonna enjoy deep breaths of this gorgeous air. I said it in my last vlog and I'll say it again. I wish I could just bottle this air up and give it to you guys. It's like tasty. Have you ever had tasty air? This is tasty air. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go see what we have for lunch. It's usually leftovers. and then we'll do some art supply shopping in the free art thrift, I guess you could say. All right. Good morning, friends. I'll probably take this off now that I'm in the great outdoors by myself out of my house. So COVID has officially gotten our cohort. My roommate, housemate, she unfortunately has it, and 3 other folks. What I will say is that 3 out of the 4 people that have it are asymptomatic, so that's good. I tested last night and I was negative, and then when they said my housemate ended out testing positive this morning, I tested again, and yeah, I'm still negative. So I'm currently gonna head down to the chateau and get myself some breakfast, and then I'm just gonna socially distance in my studio today, get some work done, because who knows, I mean, we've all been exposed at this point. I could probably end up with it, tomorrow or the day after, so I want to at least try and get some studio work done before that happens. But I will be masking and social distancing just to be on the safe side, and as I think the only immunocompromised person here, I just have to try and be careful, like I masked in London, I masked traveling here, and, this is just a shame. Obviously, none of us wanted this to happen. We've all spent a lot of money and time to come here, so hopefully, since most of the people are asymptomatic, and the one person that did have symptoms, it was just a sore throat, and he has medication for that. Hopefully it'll all clear up fast and move out, so in a few days we can all be better, because this is just the start of week 2, so we have a whole other week here after that. So maybe in like 5 days or so the cohort can kind of get back together, but it looks like week 2 is going to be maybe a quieter week. We had some day trips planned and things. That's all getting pushed out, canceled. We had a music soiree that was meant to be last night that got canceled. So a movie night. Just lots and lots of stuff not going to happen now, unfortunately. But it sounds like next week will be the most exciting week in that regard, because we'll probably just try to fit everything in. But for now, I feel fine. I have this nasal drip that I've had the entire time before I even came here, because the weather's been so up and down, but overall I feel fine. And usually for me, the indicator of COVID's a fever. And I've took my temperature last night, this morning, normal. So all is looking well from that standpoint. So yeah, let's go have a quiet studio day today.
Hey, baby. You climb up there. right, I'm done for the day. It's about 10 minutes till dinner, so I'm gonna see what I can grab. A bunch of us ate outdoors yesterday, so probably do the same today. I'm feeling quite tired though, so I'm not sure I'll be hanging out. I hope it's just general tiredness and not me coming down with anything, but we'll see. I grabbed another test and I'll test tomorrow morning. But yeah, for now I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna grab some food and yeah, just keep it chill tonight.